What do I do? Where do I find that winter cuddle? How do I stay warm? Well, there's many dating apps that are out there, and a lot of you have used many of them with mixed results to try to meet somebody. Maybe you just try to meet somebody the old-fashioned way, through friends, through social events. But have you ever considered meeting your special someone through an app you probably already have, that you use for professional reasons? We're talking about LinkedIn. Here with how the platform could be a game changer, the CEO of Master Matchmakers, Stephen Ward. Hi, Steve. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you, Steve?
I have questions for you, so let's get right into it. When it comes to LinkedIn, my first question is, how do we navigate this line? Do we want to blur it so much between professionalism and personal gain?
Well, look, you don't want to use LinkedIn to just fish for singles in general. But if you see someone on there that you're attracted to, you like their profile, you see that you have similar interests, perhaps you're even a member of a similar group or community, and so you understand how they feel about topics that you're interested in, you have everything to gain and nothing to lose by reaching out to that person to see if they're single and if they may be interested in meeting you.
So obviously with social media, there's people that have been sliding into DMs for a long time with mixed results, but usually it doesn't work. How do we do that with LinkedIn, and how do we separate ourselves, I guess, from somebody who thinks we're making a professional consultation or question versus somebody that might have more of a personal interest?
Well, the first thing you want to do is make sure that your profile represents who you are holistically, not just your professional life. You can list activities and interests and other things that you do to give people an idea of who you are before you even start to speak to them. And then when you do see somebody that you like and you do reach out to them, you want to craft a message that's very polite, and you want to be complimentary. You want to say something to them that's going to make them feel good when they open it. Something to the effect of, oh, I read your last blog post. It was really compelling. You and I feel the same way about a lot of things. Yeah, I thought I'd just go out on a limb and see if maybe you might be available. And if so, would you want to meet over Zoom or get a cup of coffee sometime?
Yeah, and I think that to me is the million-dollar question, right? Because if you are the one that is kind of seeking someone out, you know what you're doing here. If I'm the one receiving this, I don't really know at this point if you're just being nice, like, hey, maybe this is a nice person reaching out to me. So how do you, I guess, take that leap to take this to either a virtual coffee date or just a one-on-one consultation, or however you want to do that, to try to let that person know, I'm interested in you personally, not professionally?
Yeah, I think the safest thing to do is to kind of throw yourself on the sword and just sort of assume that they're in a relationship or that they are seeing someone. So if you were to come out and say something like, you know what, you seem so fantastic, I bet that you're probably already in a relationship, if not married, but I thought I'd shoot my shot and see if you might be interested in getting together for a cup of coffee. That way, you're letting them know that you're interested romantically, but you also want to show respect and deference to any relationship they may already be in.
Now, Stephen, I know this is your line of work, and I'm not trying to shoot any swords at you or anything, but do we want to do this with LinkedIn? I mean, this is a professional website that we're trying to make professional connections. Are we going to kind of like diminish LinkedIn if it turns into a dating website?
Well, first of all, Steve, I'm going to tell you, as the CEO of Master Matchmakers, we're here to do the work for you. So if you don't want to be the one reaching out to people yourselves, feel free to go to mastermatchmakers.com and we'll be happy to help. But if you're just trying to meet somebody on your own and you want somebody to know that you're interested, whether you're on LinkedIn, you're in a grocery store, you're at a coffee shop, you're on a bus. I met my wife on a bus. If I never bothered to reach out and indicate that I was interested in her, I wouldn't be happily married with a beautiful 6-month-old today.
You got to shoot your shot. Listen, we got to wrap things up real quick. I know you know the DMV well. Everybody says this is the toughest place to date in the country. Is that true or not?
As long as you're not sitting on the Beltway. So my suggestion is try to meet them on the weekends or later in the evenings.
Thank you, Stephen. I do appreciate it. There's Steve's information if you want to check him out online and connect with him and get some more great dating advice there. Or if you really want to take the plunge, go ahead and sign up for their services. Steve, thank you very much. Appreciate it. Happy New Year.